Hey guys, we're going to write equations of quadratic functions when we're given a graph. So looking at this first one here, I am supposed to write the quadratic equation in standard form. What I'm actually going to do first is write the equation in vertex form and then convert that to standard form. So my vertex is my turning point down here at -4, -5. And then from the vertex, I notice I go right one, up one to get to my next point. Therefore, A is going to be equal to 1. Now looking at the vertex form, A is 1, so I don't really need to write it. H is -4. So when I plug in a -4 here, I'm going to get a positive sign. And then K is -5. Now, if I just had to write it in vertex form, I'd be done, but we have to actually write this in standard form. So now I'm going to FOIL out the x plus 4 quantity squared. All right, so I get x squared plus 8x plus 16, and then bring down the -5, and then combine the like terms and get x squared plus 8x plus 11. And now I have my equation in standard form. So what I did first on this one was use my vertex form to help me get to the standard form. And I'm going to do the same process on number 2. Get some more room on here. Okay, so on number 2, I noticed that my vertex is at 1, -1. And then from the vertex, I go right 1 and down 1 to get to the next point. So A is going to be equal to -1. So now my vertex form, I have f of x equals A times the quantity x minus h squared plus k. And I'm going to plug in -1 for A, 1 for h, and -1 for k. That gives me f of x equals, I don't need to write the 1, but I do need to write the negative. And then x minus 1 quantity squared minus 1. And then, whoops, not yet. Hold on. I'm only in vertex form. I need to go to standard form. So my next move is to FOIL out the x minus 1 squared. And when I do that, I get x squared minus 2x plus 1. And the reason I kept the parentheses around this is because now I need to multiply that by -1. So it'll be -x squared plus 2x minus 1, and then bring down the -1, combine these like terms, and you get -x squared plus 2x minus 2. And now we are in standard form. All right, now 3 and 4 are much easier. We're just going to go to vertex form and be done. So looking at our parabola, the vertex is at -1, -2. And then A is going to be equal to, from the vertex, I'm going right 1, up 1. So A is going to be equal to 1. So I have f of x equals, now I'm looking at my form up here, so I don't need to put 1 in for A. So I'm just going to put parentheses, x. Now when I put in the -1 for h, it's just going to become +1 squared and then minus 2. Much easier than the last two. All right, and then the last one here, again, we're just converting the graph, writing it in vertex form. So my vertex is at 4, 3. And then from the vertex to the next point, I go right and down 1. And so A is going to be -1. So then my equation, let me erase this one so I have some room. My equation for number 4, I'll have f of x equals, and then I have -1, so I'm just going to put the negative sign, and then x minus 4 quantity squared plus 3. And that's it for number 4.